part to watch the kids, and you were strong on your
part.
Selective
strength and resilience.
Yeah. All right, we got a video to play. Mo, you want to tell us a little bit about this video? And guys, by the way, we got 15,000 of you guys watching the show right now. Shout out to you, ninjas.
Yep.
We're coming back, man.
Like the video on YouTube and
for all the
man.
haters. Bro, fresh as shit fell off. Really? Guys, like the video. Get us 3,000 likes. Let's get at least 50% engagement. Let's keep cooking. Mo, tell us about this video that we got here.
This brother in the car, he rants about that he is going to cheat on his wife, and we're about to find out why.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's get into it.
If my wife tells me no again to some intimacy, I'm going to cheat tonight. I do not care. I do not care anymore. It's been 2 weeks I've been asking my wife, can I please have some? And she's like, no, I don't want to do it tonight. I don't know what to do. Tonight, if I ask her one more time tonight, I swear to God, I'm cheating tonight. I don't care. I'm going to cheat on my wife. Yes, I said it on TikTok. I'm going to cheat. Listen, I'm her husband. She's supposed to give me some, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is with her lately. She just does not want to give me some.
2 weeks, that's a long time.
I'm a man, like I'm your husband. You're supposed to give me some. It's been 2 weeks. Am I tripping?
No.
And plus, her sister has been looking at me a little funny. I think if her sister's with it, I'm going to do it. I swear to God, her sister is fine too. Listen, whatever. I might just go ahead and cheat tonight. I don't care, bro.
All right.
All right.
That's crazy.
Is that a valid response? He's been asking for 2 weeks, so Shiva said no. Valid or not valid, ladies?
Not valid. Not valid.
Not the sister.
Bitch. All right.
Okay, do any of you think it is valid? Raise your hands. Any of you do think it's valid? Yes or no?
Keep it real.
Okay, none of the thing is valid. Okay, so all of you guys are on the wife's side that she's okay.
How dare you?
2 weeks. No sex. 2 weeks.
Bummer.
Can I say something
All
about
right.
it?
Let me ask you this.
You what?
Is he wrong for feeling that way?
No, his frustration is valid.
Yeah. It's his response.
So if his frustration is valid, then why do you guys not agree with his way to deal with it?
Listen, a lot of emotions are valid, but the response is what causes problems.
He just posted it on social
Oh, so when
media.
you react is okay, but
That's
we react is
something-
bad.
No, it's my reaction that's okay, and his reaction that is wrong. That's what we're talking about.
Plus, that's something intimate. You don't speak on that. First
Yeah.
of all, it could be something like hormonal for herself that she can't control. Like maybe she should get her hormones checked because 2 weeks, that's a short time period.
Yeah, my hormones are going too, man. It's got to go 50%
No.
only with the bills.
Yeah.
Half and half.
Yeah, half and half.
That's fair, right?
Half and half, man.
Equality.
Aren't we talking about hormones? What do you?
No, the question before.
Keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you think you're giving her an excuse? Maybe it's her hormones for 2 weeks.
100%.
Okay.
That's 100%.
So you guys are saying the feeling is valid, but you guys don't like with what he's saying to do it.
Of course.
What to do? All right, so what would you do if you're in his shoes then? Let's start here.
Yeah.
What would you do if you're in his shoes? Wife don't want to smash her for 2 weeks. What should he do?
Oh my
Clearly, just try talking to her.
Yeah, I'd be like, let's go to therapy, like sex therapy, and then. Oh
The
my
alarm is
God.
crazy.
I
Go to
know.
sex therapy?
I don't know, guys. Yes, I think that's what I would say.
I mean, who's paying for therapy though? You or him?
I mean, if he's still doing overtime, then him. But
Bro, that's
No,
crazy.
no. You're a man though.
I'm the man.
Yeah.
Most things
Oh.
are just gonna get escort. Why the fuck pay for a therapist?
Yeah, you
Well,
get my
because
pay
To play.
That's crazy.
I
Why aren't
committed
you
to my
smashing?
wife.
All right, what about you? What should he do then?
If I was in the man's
Because you're saying he
shoes,
shouldn't cheat. So what should he do?
I don't know, talk to her.
He did.
He tried to. 2
Okay,
weeks.
then
For
at
2
that
weeks.
point, just leave. Like,
He-
I don't know. Like,
He's married.
divorce her. She's not giving it up. Like,
It's
I
not
don't
that
know.
easy.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what he should do. Not cheat though.
Anything but
not,
cheat.
Not go to her sister is crazy.
Yeah. No,
All right,
that's
what if he gets
super
escort then?
crazy.
One time.
Yeah, one time.
One
for
bad
one
thank you,
time.
man.
That's like it's gonna become a habit. Like he's gonna keep doing it. So.
All right, what about you? What should he do then?
He's got to talk to the wifey. Like, that's your wife.
Well,
He did.
clearly he tried that.
And
For 2
then figure out what the reason is. Figure out if you guys can solve it together.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was gonna say workout, but
Maybe hit the gym together, you know?
okay.
All right, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, I
What'd
think
you do?
that we're the man in the situation.
Yeah, if you were the guy, what would you do?
I don't know if I would try to speak with her, but if it went like a few more weeks, then I would probably get a divorce.
All right.
And
What about you? What would you do?
I would go like to a doctor to figure it out.
Yo.
I mean, it's serious though. Like,
Hey, doc, my balls are heavy. You know, I can't.
They're blue.
Yeah, they're blue.
Are you talking about the wife? Or?
No, the dude.
The dude.
Like no.
Oh, you mean her?
Yes.
No.
For
What should the
them,
guy do though?
Talk to her to maybe see if they could go to a doctor to figure
Oh,
out
take
what's
her to
going
the
on.
doctor.
She won't do it, man. Ain't nothing
Yes,
wrong with
she
me,
will.
nigga.
Because hello, we as women know if we feel right or not. Or maybe he's stinky. Maybe he's like not smelling fresh. Maybe she's not liking what she's seeing. Maybe he's not putting effort into himself. You know, it could be a whole different. It could be a lot of factors that we could. Sorry,
You're
that
right.
we can see
You're right.
unattractive
It could
in a
be.
man.
But 2 weeks, you don't say why? That's crazy.
Yeah, so
Man,
it's-
And he doesn't
that's
strike me as a
her.
dirty guy. Yeah, like
Clean
yeah,
cut.
it's pretty clean cut as shit.
You know, light skinned nigga.
You're
don't mean he
seeing
washes
their
ass.
appearance. You're not seeing
yeah, but she married him though. So
that
it
was
has
her
to be.
choice. Am
Yeah,
I the
but-
wife?
No, you're the
If his
guy.
hygiene was bad, then she wouldn't marry that nigga at all.
Things can go downhill.
It really can. Also, I stay strong on my opinion that it is hormonal, thyroid issues.
I mean, what's wrong with your arm? Then you could jack him off or something. You can like suck his dick. What's wrong with your mouth? You eat every day, right?
Women feel bad and they don't have the libido for that.
Playing with you, boy.
What are you talking about?
You said what?
That women don't have the libido for that at times, if that's the issue.
At like for 2 weeks?
Yes.
I've never met a woman with libido.
Because, okay, have you only dealt with young women?
I've dealt with all types of women.
Okay, well, then their libido
Mm-hmm.
is perfectly fine and normal. You know, some women are different, you know? Not
Listen,
everybody's the same, not everybody's the same.
I dealt with a girl. She was 45. She wanted to fuck every day. So I don't know.
Good for you. Good for you. Applaud to that.
She's like,
on
God, horny. I got 30 minutes.
On God.
I got 2 kids. I'm all right.
On God,
Listen,
Chris.
this is an experienced man, okay?
Chris, that's on God.
He knows. He got options.
Hey, listen,
Hey,
man.
Chris, that's on
We'll take
God,
your answer
Chris.
for now.
Hey, listen, man.
What about you?
How to get it in, man?
Chris, you better
What should
tell
he
him.
do in this scenario?
What should you do?
Communicate.
He did for 2
He just
weeks.
did it for 2 weeks. He's asking her, please, give me some pussy.
This is a very revealing.
And she said, hell no.
Experiment.
What's he gonna do next?
Communicate more.
Bruh.
He did.
Wow.
For 2 weeks.
He about to starve.
Bro.
What about you?
They physically can't be intimate. I would just say bust out some toys.
Wait.
Some
Wait,
toys?
on a nigga?
On a dude?
Bro, you be surprised with these
they
Miami
got
stories.
pocket pussy.
I've heard so
No,
much
no,
crazy
no.
stories here.
No, but he's a straight guy with nothing.
It
goes
be
in.
them straight ones.
I mean, she ain't lying, but this kid, he's probably not even in Miami. So,
They don't even matter. Probably where they getting the ideas from.
all right, so toys.
You
That's
wouldn't be
just-
making a video complaining if you could have just got some toys.
Well, maybe he wants the person to. We don't know the situation really. Maybe he wants
It's
somebody
his
to do for him.
wife.
I don't know. Maybe they're getting a little friskier now these days. They're getting a little bit more like
Okay.
feminine.
What would you do?
I had a guy friend in this situation, but he had a girlfriend, and she wasn't giving him any.
Yeah.
And I straight up told him, I was like, dude, you need to talk to her and say, this is either break up or not. And then he did, and nothing happened. And then he was trying to go out and cheat. And I was like, at that point, just break up with her. And it just kept going back and forth.
Wait, he threatened to break up with her and she didn't care?
No, she did, but then he was like, well, now it wasn't even worth it. Like, this is not what I wanted. I don't know.
What? Wait. He told her, and she said yes, and he said nah. It feels bad.
No, he didn't have sex with her for a year.
Okay.
Oh, and then he finally did.
Yeah.
And then it was trash.
Yes.
Okay.
Nope.
So, all right.
Yours
What about
crazy,
you?
bro? Yours crazy.
If I was a man,
Yeah. No,
and,
if you're in his situation, what would you do?
No
and my
sex
girl wasn't giving me coochie,
for 2 weeks.
then I would look in a mirror and start doubting myself.
See,
I
literally
would
what
be
I
like,
said.
what happened? Does she not love me? Like,
Period.
and I would never post anything like that because that's childish.
Self-irritating.
And
Yeah,
it shows
look
that
like
you
a
don't
bitch.
respect the girl that
You're a
you are
child.
dating.
And that's your wife, first of all.
Like,
You wouldn't be
or
saying that about your
married
wife.
to.
Keep it in. Don't let it out.
Huh?
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So, guys, this happens to you. Look in the mirror and say, "You lost, bro. Hold the L."
Yeah, bro.
Awesome, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Good advice.
Okay. Tell me, walk me through. How would you set yourself up for the mirror face down?
Nothing.
Like, I don't know. I would just like
Would you
tell
do it
myself,
at midnight when no
bro,
one's looking? Would you do it when your wife is awake? Like, how would you
I
go
would
about
just
doing this?
overthink. Like, I don't know. Like, I would just overthink.
Would you sit there and talk to yourself like, "Hey, man, what's going on here?" Like, what would
Well,
you do?
I'm not crazy, so like I wouldn't be talking to
You
myself.
came up with the idea.
But like in my head, you know, I would be like contemplating a bunch of things. Like, why?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cooked, bro. Listen, I just
smoke
think
before the show.
Yeah.
No.
No.
This is you sober?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yep.
This is like,
yo, you own a pawn shop, or is it a real
No.
jewelry store?
No.
Okay.
She said, like, look at myself in the mirror and figure out what's going on. What the fuck?
So it's his fault.
It could be like her not wanting to do anything with him. Like, I don't know.
Got it.
You just have to talk about
She
it.
brought up me the self-reflection.
You know, I find it interesting because, like, when I ask if I make you pay half the bills, what are you doing? The girls didn't even think twice. I'm out, bro.
No.
Get the fuck out of here. But then when I ask, hey, what should you do with the smash? And none of the girls had a real answer. It's like, I don't know.
Double standards, huh?
Yeah, and I think also women don't really know how to deal with each other. It's kind of what I've noticed. Question for you. Is anyone else here bisexual besides her? Okay, she's the only degenerate. Awesome. Who do you have higher standards for? The men that you date or the women that you date?
Oh my gosh, that's hard. Okay.
That's what she said.
No, but men probably.
Men?
Really?
Yes. Opposite gender, I would have way more standards to put it a lot more higher because, you know, obviously I don't know that gender so well because I'm not that.
Okay, let's go through this. Tell me, what are your standards for a female than for a male?
Okay. So for a female, obviously, I don't know, to be specific with it, you know, I'm a tall female. I like shorter females, you know.
Okay.
I guess, yeah.
All right.
Sweet, understanding. I just like a lot of sweet girls. They're really sweet, you know. Just like, you know, you just have like a little.
Does physical
shorty.
attraction matter?
Not much, but
She could be ugly?
Not ugly. That's why I said not much, but obviously not like ugly, but like, you know, not ugly.
All right, let's taste here. Let's get a test of your taste here right now. Who's the prettiest girl at this table? Who's the most attractive woman at this table?
That's mean.
Sorry, man. This is life.
Just
We
keep
gotta
it
compete,
real.
baby.
Just keep it real.
Can we skip?
Nope, you got to do it. Who is the hottest girl at this table? And remember, by you picking, you're just picking the hottest. You're not saying anyone's ugly. You're just picking the best. Who is the most attractive female? Her in the corner?
Yes.
Miss Rolex?
She's so gorgeous.
Interesting.
She's so gorgeous.
Okay. All right. Because I kind of want to get a gauge on her taste in women.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and now for men. So she just got to be pretty, basically. For men, what do they need to have?
For men, it's way more specific and distinctive. I feel like
Okay.
putting, you know, character like outside, like, you know, for last. Personality-wise, I would definitely say a guy who's understanding, a guy who would, you know, not really put his life down, but think about you in a sort of sense. Like, you know, when you're in a relationship.
The guy in the friend zone has these things. You ain't with him, so come on, man. Keep it real. What do you really need?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's when it's mutual. When you both know that you guys want to be like in a relationship or like dating, whatever. It's when it's mutual. And with me and my guy friend, obviously not. And I'll put something down on that. I don't know.
Think about this.
Well, you said it's mutual. He probably gives you more value than you give him, though, being honest.
Think about this.
No. Equal way. I'm a very big, how do I say it?
All right,
50-50.
what benefit does he get from being your friend then?
He gets to know a lot more girls. Yeah.
That's true.
I introduce him to my friends.
Well, hold on.
They be getting it
does
on.
He,
you
does,
know?
does he smash them though?
He smashed 2 of them.
All right.
And he's been friends with you for how long?
Like over a year already.
Nigga smash a chick once every 6 months. That's not enough. That's not enough to substantiate me
But
being friends with a woman, bro.
But listen. It's not all about me. He got his own game. He got females on the side, you know?
Yeah, but we're asking, how do you benefit him?
How do I benefit
Yeah,
him?
that's what we're asking, yeah.
Well, friendship doesn't really have a benefit, you know? If you
should.
if you enjoy being friends with somebody, it doesn't have a benefit.
It's a value exchange between two people.
Right. You know, and it's the same thing with a guy and a girl being a friend as with a guy and a guy or a girl
So
and
every
a
6
girl.
months he gets a girl.
All right. You really think this guy's your friend, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's play a game.
Let's play a game here.
Lovely game.
So this is what we're going to do. I want you to call him, all right?
I want to play a game.
I want you to call him and say that you're drinking a little bit and you're horny and you want to kind of, you ask him, why did we never become anything?
Yeah.
And let's see how he responds.
I'm a little bit tipsy. I've been wondering why we never got together.
Yep.
And honestly, I'm serious. I want to know why.
Yeah. I guess, yeah.
Let's see what's up. Okay.
Let's test this friendship.
Or girls don't laugh.
So, I want you to call him just straight. Don't even text him nothing.
Not even a text.
No, hell no. You're gonna call him twice, and then I want you, because if he doesn't answer the first time, so he knows it's serious. Then I want you to put up the phone on speaker and put it right up to the microphone so everyone can hear, and everyone else be quiet. No laughing, no snickering, no nothing. You're gonna say, "Hey, I'm a little tipsy. Why did we never become anything?"
Yeah.
Right? You want to do that?
Yeah.
That line.
And then he's gonna say, "Wait, are you serious?" You're like, "No, I'm like serious." Like
so
yeah.
serious.
Like
So
don't laugh either.
Yeah,
keep it real.
keep pressing them.
I've always thought you were cute or whatever. So keep pushing.
Okay.
All
One
right.
call, hang up, and then call back.
No.
Just
Call and then let it ring, and then he might not answer because it's late, and then call him a second time if he doesn't answer, so he knows it's serious.
We believe in you.
We believe in you.
Peru.
All right.
Ceviche.
Okay.
I love ceviche.
Very good. Just
Okay.
Put in speaker. Everybody be quiet.
Hello? What are you doing right now? I'm just like a little bit tipsy right now, and I'm at Brickle. What do you mean, oh no? Like, I need to talk to you about something like really seriously. Well, it's like, I'm like tipsy right now, and I've really just been like overthinking and stuff. Like, I don't know if it's like me or anything, but like, can you just tell me like since the beginning why we never became anything? You thought I hated you? Yeah. Why? I would never. I don't treat you bad.
At the beginning, yeah.
Okay, but it's not like that. I'm just asking, like, now, like, not just before. Like, I want you.
You sure you're not just drunk?
I'm not. I am, but I'm not. Like, I've been thinking about it. Please, just, like, listen to me.
I'm listening.
So what do you think?
I have like a lot of issues, man. You sure?
But I just, like, I want you. Like, there's no issues. Like, issues aside, like, put everything aside. Like, why?
God, I feel like you're pranking me right now.
I'm not. I'm really not. I'm literally, like, I don't know. I walked away from my friends, and I just wanted to talk to you because I missed you. I haven't talked to you all day. Like, can I come see you?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you pick me up, or do I get an Uber over there to you?
I'm sitting in my car. I can pick you up. You sure you're okay though, right?
Yeah, like, I'm just, like, really drunk, and but can you tell me why? Like, you don't want me?
My dad is right next to me. My dad's right next to me.
Okay, call me later. Call me later. Wait, I'll call you right back. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Yo! Don DeMarco!
Hey,
I'm gonna call my friend.
Let her text him though and tell him not to come. So,
Yeah.
So he's not worried. Don't say it was a prank. That'll fuck it up. But just say, hey, don't worry about it. My girlfriend's gonna drop me home.
Yeah.
That way he doesn't like.
Also, you're a very
Go
good
crazy.
actor.
Thank you.
Because that was like almost
Bro,
like
she's
real.
dangerous, bro.
Dude, Chris, dangerous.
No, Fresh. Dude, he said she treats him bad.
Yeah.
And he's still with her. That's
But
crazy,
you know what's funny?
bro.
He wanted you from the very beginning.
Yep.
And then you curved him. That's why he told you,
He wanted
oh, yeah,
you.
it shouldn't be bad, yeah.
Yep.
He just said it.
No,
knew it.
No. It's not like that, because the fact is, like, when I first became friends with him, I was younger and he was older. Obviously,
on.
it wasn't like that. That's
He was
why.
grooming you, nigga.
No, he wasn't.
Pre-ordering, bro.
Nigga said pre-order. Nigga said, I want this game a year early.
Put it on layaway.
Layaway.
Literally, quite literally layaway. But
What's the Shannon
yeah,
Sharp?
I mean, it's very interesting, bro, because I have a theory. There's a reason why we went with this line of questioning and everything else like that. This is gonna sound fucked up. I don't think women have much utility outside of sex. I think as a woman, your job is to provide sexual access to your man, and if you don't do that, like 80% of your value is pretty much gone. Now, I find it interesting how when I said, look, the guy got with you, said he would provide for you, Then he decides he doesn't want to provide anymore, and you guys go 50-50. Not even that you provide for him, just go 50-50. And most of you said you would leave.
It's finished, yeah.
And the reason for that is there's this thing called Briffelt's Law. Can we pull that up on Google real quick for the ladies? Briffelt's Law?
In summary, when things can happen,
how do you spell that, Myron?
They can go wrong.
BRI, 2 Fs, ALULT. And I want to read this for you guys real fast because I do think that it's very important to kind of go through this. So Briffelt's Law, known as Briffelt's Law of the Animal Family, states that in family societies, the female, not the male, determines the conditions of family life. This means that if the female doesn't see a benefit in associating with the male, no such association will occur. In essence, the female's needs and preferences dictate the social structure and relationships within a species. So in other words, basically, women kind of
lead the relationship. Yeah.
They don't lead the they don't necessarily lead the relationship.
No, but in animals.
But if the man doesn't provide what he's supposed to provide, the woman is going to end the relationship.
That's true.
So what I'm trying to say is, when a woman isn't getting what she's supposed to get from a man, she has no problem leaving a lot of the times. But when a man isn't getting what he wants, all of you guys notice, like some of you guys were like, oh, just leave or just work it out or talk, do therapy, like, or none of you guys wanted him to get with another girl. So like, in other words, guys are just supposed to kind of just like tough it out versus like girls, you guys can just walk away. And I always thought that was kind of interesting because I do think that the majority of value that women provide is their sexuality. That phone call kind of proves that. He's only been friends with you all this time. You think it's to be friends with you, but the reality is he's had ulterior motives the whole time. And it's because it comes back to what I said. Men and women are very different, and I don't think men really get benefit from being friends with women. Unless it's an ulterior motive just like that. So all your guy friends probably want to fuck you guys too. And I think you guys are all keenly aware of this. But you keep them in the friend zone because they give you benefit. Right? You get male, see, she's nodding her head. They give you male energy, advice, protection.
Safety,
you basically get all the benefits of a boyfriend without having to fuck him.
Also, Uber, personal Uber.
Yeah, I think it was going to be Uber,
but it's free for you.
Yeah. So when I say the things that I say, where I don't think that women really provide value in friendships, and I don't think they really provide value unless you're getting sexuality. This is what I mean, and I think guys will like lie like that. And I'm sure a bunch of you guys have guy friends that, you know, probably pretend to be your friends, but they want to get laid because they know, like, men and women aren't the same. So I don't know if you guys agree, disagree. I'll turn it to anybody here. Sure. Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask something. Do you think that it's that way throughout the 100% population of men, or do you think that there could be like very selective few where they're like, I don't know,
there's always going to be exceptions, right? But I would say
a majority.
A majority. So like if I took 100 dudes that were friends with women, 90 of them probably want to sleep with their female friends.
Right. Yeah.
The other 10, and then the other 10, maybe one of them genuinely doesn't want to sleep with her, but the other 9, they don't want to sleep with her because it would cause problems. Maybe the girlfriend is friends with his wife. Maybe they're part of a social circle where if he did sleep with her, there'd be consequences.
Maybe it's work.
There's like, maybe it's work. But I think if a guy could sleep with his female best friend and not deal with any consequences for it,
he would.
They will do it most of the time. And it's simply because men and women are very different. Like, we don't have similar views. We look at the world very differently. And to be honest with you, women are hard to deal with. There's a reason why I asked you that question.
What makes you say that?
I'm sorry?
What makes you say that? Women
Well,
are
ask
hard
her.
to deal with?
Why do you prefer to be with men instead of women since you like both?
Okay,
She'll let her answer it for you.
Okay, guys, this is friendly fire now, but let's just say that my ex-girlfriend was like
Psycho.
woo, throw it at her face, woo, throw it out everywhere, yeah, glass shatter. I
Psycho.
guess. Yeah, I guess I could say that. But it comes very selective in women as well, because I have had, you know, an ex-girlfriend who was really, you know, sweet as well. Didn't do anything wrong. In any sense, I did her dirty, but, you know.
You savage, nigga.
Talking about that, it's also about statistics, like you're saying, you know, how, like, you know, put 100 men, like, in a group. Obviously, literally 95 of them, 95% obviously would want to fuck, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is that I don't want to be like a little angel girl, whatever the fuck, whatever. But you can't fight against statistics, and I think you're right about that. But you also have to put in like the back of your mind that there is like, you know, very rare occurrences.
Yeah, but exceptions don't make the rule. You're trying to say something? Go ahead.
Yeah, one thing about it though, if you prefer, what was it that?
Bring the mic a little bit closer to you so they can hear you.
Yeah.
Sorry. Right. You think that women are more, like, more difficult than men. I'm so sorry, but that's something that you accepted and you accepted in your life.
Right.
So that you can't just put everybody in one circle just because that one situation happened to you.
No. It wasn't to say. The reason why I used her specifically was because She's bisexual.
Okay.
So she has a unique opportunity to speak about dealing with both men
and
women.
Okay.
And I asked her, who would you prefer and who's easier to deal with? She said the men. Right? So, because remember, because you were originally going to ask me, why do you feel that way about women?
Mhm.
When I said that guys really don't want to be friends with women because they're hard to deal with.
But the reason she said that was because of the situation that she was in, because she allowed that to happen.
No, but she had two women though. One was good and one was bad.
Right. Okay, but she just talked about the bad one only.
Yeah, but she's a woman
mentioned
too.
both.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
the whole purpose of me bringing that up was just to show that like women are significantly harder to deal with than men are. Does that make sense?
I don't
You don't think so?
No.
Come on, you arguing right now. You fighting right now. You hard to deal with right now. What are you talking about?
What do you mean? What am I
See?
fighting with?
Yeah.
No, okay. Then let me make it easier, ladies. Who do you think it's easier to please, a man or a female? Who has more? Let me make it simple. Who has more standards, men or women?
Women have more standards.
Women have more standards.
So
But
if women have more, hold on. Yeah, see what you did there.
No, you're confused.
If women have more standards, that means they're harder to please, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's what I'm trying to say. Men are way easier to please than women are. So women are harder to deal with because they have higher standards, which means they need more maintenance, which means they need more.
No.
It depends what they want.
In other words, right, a man has to bring way more to the table to get women than a woman has to bring to the table to get men.
First of all, that's what the man wanted to do, and that's the woman that he likes. So the woman and the standard that he has for a woman, that's what he's gonna get.
No, what I'm
do
trying to
you get
explain
what
to you
I'm
is that
saying?
even the pickiest of men,
Okay.
if I take the pickiest guy,
Right.
he's still not going to be as picky as like an average woman.
I don't think so, because everybody has their own type of pickiness. I'm sorry, don't look at me like that, but like I'm
See, look
just
at you.
saying the truth.
You're
Like,
confused and picky right now.
okay. I'm not being picky. I'm just saying the truth. Everybody has their own standards. Everybody has their own.
What I'm trying to
way of
explain
life.
to you though is
Okay.
that men have way less standards than women do in general. Even the most selective men, a lot of the times, are not as selective as regular girls.
I feel like women are very much selective.
That's my point.
That's the point.
That's the point.
Men are not.
What are your
Yes,
standards
they are.
for a man?
Men are not nearly as selective as women.
Well, my standards.
Do you have any?
Yeah, of
Yes, she
course.
does.
Oh, what are they?
It's just I would have to see a person, and I would have to see that man in person and see long-term
No,
personality.
before you even see the man.
Okay.
Like you go outside, you're with your friends.
Mhm.
What's your type of guy?
Yeah.
And standards for him.
Just physically.
Everything. Height.
Okay.
Physique. Race.
So, no, it doesn't matter for me. For me, it's the type of person how you perceive yourself to the world. Okay, so first of all, I'm not gonna want somebody that's like musty, somebody that
Right.
doesn't take care of themselves. Obviously, that's for everybody,
Mm-hmm.
of course. Unless you're that type of person that you personally don't care, you know, like.
So
I don't
hygiene?
know. Yes, hygiene, 100%. You just have to look attractive to me. Like I have to like you. I don't. What? What do you mean? What?
What the fuck? I'm confused.
Okay.
See, that right there is a perfect example. You told me your standards. I'm confused.
How is that confusing?
For a guy, simple. Look good, loyal, and submissive. Done.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're
Pretty
like-
smile, pretty eyes.
You told me yours. I'm confused.
Yeah, you're like.
How are you confused?
It took you 5 minutes to tell a nigga he's musty.
Okay. I'm sorry that I don't. What? All right.
All right.
All right, here's the bottom line, man. Here's the bottom line. Women are pickier than men. Agree?
Disagree.
You disagree? You don't think women
I've
are pickier
seen-
than men either?
Just because I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I'm listening.
I was saying like
Hold the calculator for me.
Yeah.
I was seeing women like nowadays, their standards get lower.
That's true.
And I'm seeing it now and now because I feel it like with fear, it like brings her standards lower to almost to the point of men.
Okay. Real quick, for the rest of the ladies here at the table, these two think men are pickier than women. Any of you agree with that?
It's okay, by the
so
way.
only two girls think men are pickier. Fine. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and use you as an example here.
Okay.
We'll go with you because you're 25, so you're going to be a little bit more refined in what you want. By the way, we got 20. What do we got? We got 20,000 of you guys in here. Yeah, 20,000 you ninjas in here, man. Like
Plus
the video.
X as well.
All right, so
also she's 18, so it makes sense.
Yeah, she's.
What do you mean by that?
You're
You're
young,
a bit younger, so you
you
don't really
still have to-
have the experience. It's okay though.
All right.
Yeah, for now.
All right. What's the minimum and maximum age for you?
Let's start here.
25,
2,
28.
All right. 25 to 28. Minimum height.
Just taller than me. So at least got to be like 5'10", 5'11".
Okay. We'll go 5'10". We'll go give her more chances. Race.
Nigga.
I don't know. I like what I like.
Yeah, but what do
Which
you
is
like?
what? Black?
Yeah, you could put. Yeah.
You don't like white people? White guys? No. Okay.
I done been
Asian?
pizzazz by one. Asian.
Nah. All right.
If he got tattoos. Asian with tattoos.
Okay. All right. Hispanic?
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
All right. Minimum education for you?
Oh, bachelor's minimum.
Okay. Minimum income?
Let's say 60,000 a year.
All right. Can he be married or obese?
Can he be married?
Yeah.
Like married trying to talk to me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Can he be obese?
No.
No.
Like,
Thank you, Chris.
To the point that's like health concerning? No.
Yeah, 30 pounds overweight.
No.
Okay, so no. All right, let's see in your case how common this guy is, since women are not as men are pickier than women. And congratulations, you scored 4 out of 5 cat bags. About 1% of men meet your requirements. So do you think that men are that selective where we're only looking at 1% of women?
I don't know. What is their requirements? Like, what is their income requirements for a female? What is their race requirements for a
What did
female?
this discussion go back to?
You
Why
think-
are we talking about?
You think
cat bags?
Oh, she came
What
back
is
to the
that?
show. She was gone for a bit. She came in. She came back.
Where'd you go?
Yeah, she was
No,
gone for a
but
bit.
I'm like, where does this
She
tie
took a
back
commercial
into?
break.
No, I think that women are more picky than men. I agree, but I'm like wondering where this ties back into.
So we're saying because of her actual results, her future is cat bags.
What does that
Pets
mean?
as like her future.
Because she thinks that.
Cat lady.
Okay, let's. I'll go from the beginning here. Okay, so this started right with the whole concept of can men and women be friends?
Okay.
My position is that men and women cannot be friends because women do not provide men enough value within a friendship to justify that friendship.
If they don't have that much.
Let me just finish.
Okay.
The only reason men are friends with women is because they have an ulterior sexual motive. That was proven during her phone call with her friend. And we've done this many times on other shows where girls will call their friends and say, hey, why do we never become anything? And the guy will admit, oh, it's because you didn't give me a chance. You had a boyfriend. I was shy. But the point is that he was not really friends with her because of her. He was friends with her because he wanted sexual access later. So that's what I'm trying to say. Men and women can't be friends because women, in general, do not provide enough value to men to validate the friendship.
Yeah, I don't think men and women friendships ever work either.
Okay.
I agree, yes.
And then I went into how women have way more standards than men do.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were saying, no, I don't agree. I think men have more standards or are pickier than
And then
women.
you're proving that by doing.
And I'm
that.
proving that by taking her own standards and showing that she wants a top 1% guy and she doesn't even know it yet. Well, she knows now, but if we had not done this experiment, she probably would have thought this man that she wants is like 50% of the population. Maybe.
I feel like they're out there. I feel like it's more than 1%.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Okay.
1%.
How is that
No.
1%
Okay, hold on.
when that's
Let-
bare
let's say
minimum?
it's true, right? Why do they want only you?
I'm so sorry, but
Hold on. Do you not see what the hell happened there? She went to University of Miami. She has a master's degree.
Yeah.
We're showing her empirical fact. And she said, I feel like.
What the hell?
That there's more men out there.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I mean, that's what they all think.
No.
though.
Like,
But
like
how
no,
is
hold on.
that the
This, no.
1%?
This,
That's what I
hold on,
don't get.
Hold on. This is for the
Like,
audience
that's-
here. This is a woman that went to a pretty good school, master's degree,
Educated.
has empirical data in front of her that her requirements are only about 1% of the male population in the United States. Yet she says,
So you're telling me not to be optimistic? That's what you're telling me.
Realistic.
I'm
You're
telling you to
telling me
be-
not to be
How is that
optimistic.
You should be realistic.
I'm telling you to look at the statistics and then be realistic.
then the statistics for men is below the bar. Like it's, how is that?
What?
I don't.
What?
Sorry. How is that like 1%? I don't get it.
For girls?
Yeah, it means that for the men that she wants, that's 5'10", 25 to what, 30?
28.
To 28
Not
that have a
married.
bachelor's degree, that are black and Asian, that make $60,000 a year, aren't fat and aren't married. That's about 1% of the male population.